I can't see myself getting too big-headed or getting too beside myself, because like I said, I come from a really dark place. When I think back on all the things that I've been through, physical, emotional, mental, sexual abuse, I'm supposed to be a different person. And I think a lot of people, when they meet me and I share my story and my experiences, they look at me like a fucking unicorn, because it's like, why are you not this bitter, jaded individual? And sometimes I can find myself being jaded, but for the most part, I'm a very just grounded person. I've been through hell and high water, but I'm here and I look beautiful and I feel beautiful. So originally with Beating Down Your Block, it's already a song. I know a lot of people don't really know that, but it's already one of those Houston staple songs. It's a song called Knocking Pictures Off the Wall by this artist named Youngster. I was post-breakup. I was going through a really nasty breakup with this really nasty nigga. It was just like I was trying to channel that energy. I needed something to lift my spirits. When I'm writing the song, it was just like I had all of that in mind. And I talked about this in a previous interview and he was super fucking mad. So now I really got to talk about it. I'm a young rich bitch. I feel like I got something to prove. Slap the shit out of me a nigga if he acting like a fool. Initially what I said was slap the boo-boo out of nigga if he acting like a fool. Cause like boo-boo the fool. But when I ran it by a couple people, they weren't really fucking with that. So I was like, okay, let's go back to the drawing board. And then that's how I came up with slap the shit out of nigga, which is still accurate. Well, let me not say it's accurate, because I'm not really I don't hit men, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not my fucking vibe. Like, I'm too much of a cool bitch to put my hands on a nigga. I've ran a nigga over before, but it was because he jumped out of my car. And he's fine now. His leg is a little fucked up, but he's good. But other than that, I don't put my hands on niggas. Like, that's some shit that I don't do, for real. And bitches tried to hold me back when I was up in school, but I was beating hoes up and knocking bitches out they shoes. These is facts. Back when I was in elementary, middle, high school, I was super outcasted, super fucking weird. Nobody really just understood me. So obviously what comes with being misunderstood, you have conflict. And so I got into it with a lot of people. I didn't beat up enough bitches in my day. I'm not saying that I can't be beat up, because shit, hell, who knows? But I didn't beat up a lot of bitches in my day, for sure. Any bitch could vouch for me. I can't break no bread if you weren't sleeping on that couch with me. When I think about when I used to have to sleep on couches, or, just even with just growing up, obviously, just being financially challenged, I'm filled with gratitude, because now the situation obviously is the polar opposite. I'm very, I'm taken care of, and I can, in a position where I can kind of help my mom out sometimes. So I'm just grateful that I even had those experiences, because I now know how to be humble. Put them on TV, my niggas giving out that clout for free, and I'm not for the game, so bitch, you better watch your mouth with me. Hey, cause it get ugly. But I'm a sweetheart. You can't tell, you wouldn't know what all I've been through, because I make this shit look well. I'm a sweetheart. I'm a genuine sweetheart. I love everybody. I try to extend as much love and light and positivity as I possibly can. But at the same time, no bitch or nigga is finna play with me. At least not now and never again for the rest of my life. Like, I'm not letting shit else slide. But I'm still a sweetheart. I'm still a very good person at heart. It's just like, sometimes you just gotta let a nigga know you can't play with me. I can't send you no money, so don't call me from no cell, cause I ain't holding no nigga down, so bitch, you better not go to jail. Nigga, I mean it. I was fucking with this little nigga who was in jail. He was real pissed off that I wouldn't put no money on, I wouldn't put money on his bond. Chances are, if a nigga is in jail, and granted, shit be happening all the time. Like, I understand things happen, especially with black men in general, and a lot of things are out of their control, and I completely understand that, and I'm not oblivious or naive to the shit that be going on in the world in general. But when it comes to shit like, nigga, you got caught up because you was selling weed or some more extra ass shit that chances are I told you not to do it, and now you fucking end up in jail looking dumb, stupid, and slow, and now you want me to come spend my hard-earned money that I worked for to come and bond you the fuck out just for you to turn back around and go to jail? Hell no. Fuck no. So yeah, I definitely said what the fuck I said. Niggas was mad about that shit too. They was like, oh wow, she not loyal. Fuck it. If that's what you want to call it, then shit, so be it. I'm gonna keep my $5,000 or whatever, however much money. I'm gonna keep that shit in my pocket, and the nigga just gonna have to figure that shit out. He's gonna have to figure it out. Too bad. Watch a couple hoes switch up on me. I seen that. We got dirty money, so we had to clean that. Can't fuck with niggas that got hoes. I won't get in between that. I can't fuck with niggas that got hoes, because it gets too tricky. I need to be a nigga's one and only, his priority, the thing that he drops everything to, you know, to run and tend to. That's the type of time that I'm on. Anything that I ask for, I can reciprocate. I'm kind of like a hopeless romantic. So I be ready and willing to really just show a nigga the world, but a nigga gotta be ready and willing to do the same. We toss niggas around. We treat these niggas like they beanbags. Niggas think they player till they meet a real P bitch. And I taste like sugar, but ain't a damn thing sweet, bitch. I will never let another nigga try me like no weak bitch. I'm pretty, but I'll take a nigga life, and that's the T, bitch. When I say P bitch, I'm really talking about being a player ass bitch. Like, it's some down south shit. So when I say being a P bitch, it just means like you can't play with me. You think you running game on me whole time, I'm running the same game back on you. So that's what I mean when I say I'm being a player bitch. Niggas be getting it fucked up. They think that they can like sneakily, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, case in point, was fucking with this one nigga. And he cool. He's cool. But was fucking with this one nigga and he had some shit going on and was trying to fake like the shit wasn't going on. And you know what I'm saying, he didn't think I knew what the fuck was going on. So I had to show the nigga that this ain't that. So shit, I called one of my other little niggas. We was at the club too. Called one of my other little niggas. The other nigga pulled up, walked in the section. You know what I'm saying, I'm hugging up on the other nigga in front of the nigga just to let him know, nigga, you can't play with me. I'm pimping on a daily basis. I'm quick to break a nigga down for them dead faces. I don't fuck with bitches. We not friends or we not pals. Beating down your block, taking niggas from they gals. When you say you breaking a nigga, that mean you really breaking his pocket. Like you getting all in his pockets. The nigga handing over his rent money and some more shit. Shit, I had to be like that. Like I said, I was with the nigga for a long time. And, you know, throughout our whole relationship, it was just me breaking my back, constantly just breaking my back, trying to make shit work, pulling rabbits out of hats just to, you know, appeal to this nigga. And I realized after that relationship that shit, I didn't have to do that. And it wasn't until I started having my way with these niggas for real that I had to realize and understand I don't have to do all that extra ass shit for a nigga to fuck with me. Women, we just have to understand that. I just had to let it be known, like, I'm having my way with these niggas. Ooh, bitch, I'm fine. Slim waist, pretty face, he know I'm a dime. Initially, when I was writing this song, I didn't feel confident, but I was trying to instill confidence inside of me. And so part of the things that I was dealing with, just dealing with body dysmorphia growing up, you know, I do this thing where it's called camouflaging, and I just wear big baggy clothes sometimes. Especially around that time, I was in a super deep depressive hole, so I was wearing super big baggy clothes that really didn't fit, hiding my figure, hiding my shape, because I was insecure about being small. So when I started that line, it was, I'm fine, slim waist, pretty face, he know I'm a dime. It was like I had to speak it back into myself. Can't lay up with no nigga cause I do not have the time. And I can't claim a nigga cause none of these niggas mine. Don't ask me about my exes, just pretend that nigga died. Ain't no pressure by no nigga, tell his ass to fall in line. And if he can't get right, I'm just gonna take it as a sign. You know how when you first break up with a nigga, everybody is asking where their nigga is at cause they don't see him no more. I didn't really feel comfortable just kind of letting everybody know what was really going on. I just was like, shit, don't ask me about that nigga no more. He ain't coming around, just shit, leave it at that. And then obviously later on down the line when I felt comfortable, I opened up a little bit more about what was really going on. But shit, I ain't want to hear shit about that nigga. Cause for this next line, you gotta look me in my eyes. If you think I'ma sweat you, you out your motherfucking mind. As women, we try to change niggas and we try to get niggas to be the perfect nigga for us, when in reality, we're just not compatible. And so if a nigga can't get right, he getting left. And that's as simple as I can put it. If a nigga can't get right, his ass getting left. And I'm not gonna sweat you. You crazy as fuck if you think I'm finna trip about you not getting right. Do you see me, nigga? Is you stupid? Is you dumb? Pick a side. I feel like FBG Duck, I'm trying to slide. When I creep around that corner, bitch, you better run and hide. And we ain't taking shit to heart, we just gonna take it right outside. If we take one of your people, better take that shit in stride. Bitch, you said you was a killer, but it's looking like you lied. And bitches know I lead the pack, I'm feeling like a tour guide. If I catch a chicken lacking, bitch, your ass is good as fried. My greatest leadership traits, I feel like I'm a very powerful, outspoken, articulate individual. And I think that that's intimidating for a lot of people. They want women to be submissive and they want women to just kind of like take the back burner. But for me, it was just like, I'm ahead of the pack. I'm on the forefront. I'm taking all the hits because I can handle it. VVS is hitting, got this shit from number 9. Swerving, switching lanes, I almost broke my fucking spine. Remember being broke, I swear them jobs was hard to find. But now look at me shining, I thank God because it's my time. At the time, my light was very dim. Like I said, depressive hole, in the bed, in my room, never came out, would very seldom ever even just eat consistently or drink water on a consistent basis, taking showers and shit like that. Just the things that you go through when you're dealing with severe depression. I wasn't at all shining, but I had to speak that over myself. I had to give myself that hope because I had really given up hope. Shit, I was broke, piss poor, and I was trying to figure it out. But now we're here and I'm so grateful. Literally, I'm so grateful. I'm not gonna cry. I'm such a crybaby. I'm literally feel like I'm gonna cry. I think my favorite part of it all is just, like I said, seeing people be able to listen to this song and it kind of turn their mood around. So it's something that's really personal for a lot of people, especially the women that like post-breakup, especially abusive relationships. Because like I said, this was the song that helped me get through the trauma and everything that came with being in an abusive relationship. And so a lot of women listen to this song and they feel the same way. You know, a lot of people reach out to me. I'm going through a breakup with my abusive ex, and this song is really helping me get to the other side of things. And that is my favorite part.